Hey guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're gonna get shit done. So I'm going to build a railroad today that goes from here all the way back up to there. I think that's going to be pretty good. We may need some cliff explosives. Maybe I should worry about that first, huh? I need explosives. I'll just make regular explosives. Sulfur and purified water. And charcoal. Oh, okay, that's kind of the problem that we've got, isn't it? Sulfur, that's why all these problems began in the first place. Oh well. Anyway, so we do want to get that all sorted today, and that shouldn't be a problem. It should get managed. We're going to start from the bottom, building way up, and yeah. And then we should get a train with silver and aluminium and get that all together sorted. I'm not going to worry too much about getting the big line at the moment. Just getting a line is probably important. I think the titanium's in the worst spot, but that's okay. We can sort that out when we get there. So, if you haven't seen by the stream title, or if you're watching on YouTube, by the time today's stream is done, I will have played Factorio for 1,000 hours. That's terrifying. I don't know why I did this to myself. But anyway, it's happening. It is happening indeed. You know what? We're just gonna... Oh, it's gonna be real mad about that. It's gonna try and pull all the titanium out of this. Okay. We're just gonna do it this way, so that way our train can actually keep going. Hello. Oh, thank you. Mint stick. I've been given a mint stick in celebration. It's a good celebration. Yeah. But really, today's stream is not going to be any different. I did add a new points reward thing. I don't know if it works. I'm just going to test it now. Okay. It does appear to work. We'll see. We'll see if that actually works. Can I just... I wonder if this is going to work. If I zoom in... Well, it's not quite happy. That's alright. We'll make the bots do the rest of the work. So yeah, we've got that now, so that should work. Which tells me to work on another project. I don't quite know if that's actually going to be of help to anything, but I thought, you know, it's a bit of fun community interaction. Is it actually fun? I don't know. I'm not paid enough to think about that. So ideally, once we're done here, we should have enough to... there's worms over there, but looking a bit dodge. No, they leave me alone. That's nice of them. I know. Okay, so that sort of works out our train line, and then we can do a circle. Circles are good. Because what we really need to do is get the silver aluminium ore train around to here somehow. I wonder if maybe even it's not a bad idea to do a circle of sorts here. Because right now this is all being blocked off. Well, that is in the entirely wrong place. Oh, and that just shuts down all the power there. That's fine. Oh wow, we're actually out of power lines. Slightly problematic. So if I put a circle here, I mean it's going to be a line that has to like close in a little bit, but it'll do the job. And I might just do the train with one carriage. See how that works. Okay, and bam. That'll do it. Okay. Then just want to have this train line out this way a bit better. I don't remember which side of the train is which, so that's going to be problematic, I imagine. Probably going to need more signals, actually. Thankfully, I have a lot of those. A lot of ability to build signals anyway. That worm over there is just being super dodge. I cannot trust that worm. I mean, we're also still not technically building aluminium ore, but that is like a very short and easy thing to fix. Now, as I don't know which way this train is supposed to be going, so that way is going up, so this one's going down. Okay, that's all right. The reason I'm asking that is because I got this here, and I would like to connect that to the down. I think that's correct. And then also connect it to the up. Okay, and like I said, I think that's correct. If it's not, we'll find out real quick. Also, signaling is really bad right now, so we're gonna have to fix that. Okay, so is it happy enough right now? Yeah, it seems to be. Now it's... Wait, how does it even get in? It's in from that way, okay. Because you always chain in, signal out. It's always an important part of these things. No way, have I done that around the wrong way? That's going up. But that's going up, yeah, I have done it around the wrong way. Well, I'm glad I checked. At least until the point that I got it wrong. Awkward. Okay, that's fine. The whole point of this is just to get the trains moving a little bit better. And at this point, it's going to be confused. Yeah. That was kind of expected. Okay, so that does go down. And then that does go up. Have I done it right this time? No. I've done it the exact same way again. How? That goes up. How am I stupid? I mean, I know how I'm stupid, but how am I that stupid? And again, I know how... Just leave me alone. I don't deserve this type of abuse. That goes up. Yes, it does. Not difficult to figure that one out. That goes down. Yes, it does. And we'll just do a couple of signals to make it a little bit happier. Okay, so that means trains can come in from this way and they can go down or up. Okay, so hopefully that makes something a little bit easier. I'm not quite sure what it's going to make easier, but I hope certainly something. Just pick up those. We are running out of rail pieces. That could be a problem, but we will deal with that. I mean, it looks like we're running out of a lot of things actually, so maybe that's not as big a problem as I thought it was. I could always just continue building this to be across here and then down. No, see, we've got this huge open space that I'm probably never going to use for anything. So it would be way better to, and you know what, I'm out of ore sorters anyway, so I do need to go down. Might as well grab a train that's immediately going to jam up, but I honestly don't care, because I'll reverse it manually. Oh boy, that's a mistake and a half. Yeah, I'm entirely out of tracks now. And now that train is stuck. That's alright. Because all I gotta do is manually drive it back into position, assuming this is correct. I did it wrong. This is why I don't manually drive trains, people. Okay, there we go. And I just gotta put it back on track. And then I can drive it where I want to, which is over here. Oh god, no, I'm not. Oh. Really? Is that the... That line looked very terrifyingly silly. I guess because it's not completely sorted. That'll look better shortly. It still got there faster than I did, so maybe it's okay. Okay, we need some of those. Probably not a lot. We do need a lot of those. Filters. You know what, I'm gonna take 200 because I have a funny feeling I got a plan for them. Now, I do want to reconnect the aluminium in just a moment. But I also wanted power lines. I was just sitting here going, I want some... Oh, and train tracks. 150 power lines should be enough. Lots of train tracks. Probably need a new train too. What do you reckon? Train seems neat. So it's called a train stop. 2 of those. Locomotives. Gonna need those. We need engines. That's okay. They're literally right here. That was the sound of me picking up engines, in case you're wondering. A locomotive. I always forget that. We could build a locomotive too. It's not required, but it could be done. And a cargo wagon, which I do have enough for. And also enough to fill up my inventory, so that's cool. Let's just put those in a box. Sure, I've got a rubbish box somewhere. I do. Actually, you know what? I just remembered I can use the trash slots like this. That reminds me, I also did need more clay. Clay's just down here. Do I need more stone bricks? I got plenty of stone bricks. It's just clay for now. That's probably enough clay. But then again, I've played enough Europa Universalis and Crusader Kings to know you can never have too much clay. Now, of course, I will need furnaces and these sorts of things for the aluminium production, but oh gosh, what? That's so slow. No. But right now I'm not doing aluminium production so much as just getting it out the door. This will also make blue science happen a lot faster, which is interesting. Okay, so we're probably going to go jam up this train. But it's gold. I mean, what do we need gold for, right? Is this a ridiculous line? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. It really needs a way to be able to switch lanes earlier than that. That's alright. This is one of those things, again, while it looks a bit rubbish right now, it'll look better as we continue to build. And now that train is completely stuck, it'll say no path. It does indeed say no path, primarily because there is no path. I've also lost some of my construction bots. I'm not hugely worried about it, it's just kind of funny. I just want to get the line hooked up before I start thinking about the next part. You know what, actually, while I'm doing that, ore sorter. Just sort. Sorter or sorting? Okay. Alright, Your Majesty. Alright, Your Majesty is just the, like a weirder version of excuse me, princess. That train fixed now? No, because I didn't finish the circle. And I've lost a large number of my construction bots. I've lost 18 of them. They're around somewhere. They'll find me. Alright, and then we start... Yeah. See, that's why the circle isn't quite complete. As soon as this is complete, that train's going to race off with reckless abandon. I assume. There it goes. I was going to walk into the circle, and I thought, you know what, that's probably suicide. Let's not do that. So... We're going to do the signaling, because signaling is always important. Chain in, link out. No. Something like that. Chain in, signal out. Okay. So as that's going that way, come on, don't be a jerk. And then what we'll do is we'll have another one come. This one's not going to be as tidy, of course, but it doesn't need to be. So that's going in like that. So it comes out like that, and then in this way. I think that's correct. Yeah, it looks good. Chain in, signal out. Cool. So now what we need to do is actually start getting aluminium constructed. And we don't want aluminium, iron, we want aluminium. And it looks like a bunch of things aren't connected to power. Probably because I ran out of power lines. Also because I probably didn't actually connect anything to anything. That's probably problematic as well. Let's connect things to things. A little bit low on pipes, probably should have grabbed more of those while I was out there. Okay, that's just gonna... Okay. Okay, and we should start to have some ores created. Maybe? Maybe not. We're thinking about it, that's what matters. The lack of sulfur is probably still hurting us, but we're going to be making a lot more... Ooh, when that acid gas fills up, that's going to be problem. Problems right there. Okay, so it's good that it's got stuff in there, but bad that we don't have... Oh wait, we need some more filter things apparently. Filter inserters. How many more of those do we need? Just the one? Looks like we might need 3. Or even 4. We need 4. We don't have any. Funnily enough, the fast stack filter inserters are easier to build, so that's... We'll do that then, I guess. Let's take the easier way out, right? Just that one, thank you. And we need to put an assembler up there, which pretty easy. Do and put it in a chest. And sand. Made with dirt, rock. Okay, so the problem is, as much as we've got things connected, we aren't making anything because of reasons. looks like everything else is trying to make... Is it actually connected? It is. Just not making anything. Probably because it has to go through the full line of everything before it actually gets here. Just probably not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Okay. Is there a way to just pick up a bunch of that stuff? Not easily. Not in a way that makes logical sense. I mean, it's like it started to fill it, and then it just sort of went, nah. Okay, well, while we figure that one out, get this train line completed. I mean, we're not making much sulfur, that's part of the problem, I suppose. And we could probably expand this. In fact, we're going to expand that today. We want to get sulfur actually fixed today. Ooh, that was kind of a bit close. Don't know where my bots are, but I'm sure they'll show up when they're hungry. It's a bit of a mess. Probably do that a little bit better by moving that clarifier. Interesting, mineralized water, we've got a bunch of it. We need mineralized water. I mean, not right here we don't, but we do need it near the filters. Come on, don't be like that. This is an absolute shit show of an idea. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Maybe I just don't do it that way. Maybe I don't have a way in, only a way out. And then we just do like a little bit of a rail thing here. This is a one way. That's alright, that's the way it's going to be. And a rail stop here. Can I have another cargo wagon actually? No, I can't. Okay, let's screw it then. We're not gonna. We don't need two anyway. What we do need though is a bit of silver ore to... The silver ore comes from here when it gets around to it. And it doesn't want to because we're out of hydrochloric acid. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's going to get the silver up there. And then probably put in a box, what do you reckon? I mean, or we could have no resources to put things in boxes, that's a valid problem too. How's that going? You know what, one of them's got 0.9? It's not going well. It's going rather poorly indeed, actually. At least the silver's coming through now, so that's... We got one thing going for us. Yeah, I'm just going to put the green geodes in there. Okay, so... a lot of saline water that it's trying to... Saline water is actually useful though, isn't it? Isn't that... No, it's not. Alright. So anyway, let's just move on with this plan. which will of course have them going this way. And we will also, I seem to recall me saying that I was going to expand this to actually have 4 times this amount. I did say that last episode. I don't know quite when that's happening. It will happen. I just don't know when. Just because aluminium is something I'm going to need so much of. Speaking of things I need so much of, I need more stuff. Everything, really. Titanium boxes aren't a thing, are they? No, they're not. Steel, iron, or brass. Well, we don't have steel or iron right now, so... Well, we don't have brass. Steel and iron is actually pretty easy to come by. In fact, we got a lot of steel available. And a lot of iron as well, so maybe I should just take both. Make a couple of steel chests. Now the aluminium thing is still being a little bit of a problem. Oddly enough, it's remaining a problem just to the lack of sulfur. And if we had more sulfur, we would fix that problem. So it's kind of a cause and effect situation. So that's always fun. Now, silver ore, I have some of that. I'm just going to go... A way to do this faster? I don't know. I'll just click that many times, I suppose. Go. Great. And then I'll do the same with aluminium ore when it's existing. If I had red and yellow, I could just force them into existence, which is actually not hard to do because I got a lot of yellow right here. I'm sure I've got some rubite nearby. Look at that, rubite. All of a sudden it makes me wish that I was actually more focusing rather than on individual things, getting the 6 components and making them that way. But I haven't done that. So we're just gonna chuck the rubite in here and here. And we're gonna chuck the yellow stuff in here. And that's just gonna make me a bunch of aluminium. We are also gonna need some degree of charcoal or something like that. Thankfully we have that from a... No! Oh gosh. That's gone that way. Oh gosh. We got charcoal in the silver. Not a euphemism for anything. We're probably gonna have to split that later, but that's alright. Right now I just want to make sure this train is constantly fueled because that train's got a lot of saving the factory to do. We're pinning a lot on this train. Okay, so we've got silver, we've got... Actually, let's just do. Okay, and this is going to be called green catter or pick. In case I ever try to make just green catalyst trains, that doesn't really make sense of something that I would do. And then we need to put it down into the rest of the network. And then we need to drop it off somewhere. And then we should have enough sulfur to never really be a problem for the near future. Gosh, I wish I wouldn't say stupid things like that. Where am I dropping this? I could bring it down here, I suppose. Almost like I was doing the roundabout thing. There's one thing that always helps is more roundabouts. I reckon I probably missed. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, I missed by just a little bit. That's alright. Very important when we try to turn a circle anyway. The worms are crying again. What are they crying about? Look, worms, just be glad you're not shooting at us, because if you were shooting at us, we would have destroyed you by now. I'm not okay with them singing the song, their wormy song at me, though. Their wormy song cannot be trusted. It cannot be requested. It is just wormy forever. Now, this line is more just to hold us over for the moment. Meanwhile, that's in the way again. Okay, we'll just do that. And we're going to just block all that off. Cool. And finally, and here is the piece de la résistance, I believe is the way you say it. The final bit I'm doing, which is, that was one square too much. There we go. The pizza of the resistance. And we have run out of things. That's okay, because we actually don't need any more. Green kata ore drop. Okay, so gonna need some boxes. And we're also gonna need, oddly enough, some of those fast stack filter inserters that we were talking about before. Because we want to empty that train as fast as we can, but of the correct things. Now I want it to be an ore, and I want it to be, no, gems aren't ores, are they? I don't think so. Silver. And you are going to be a different boy. You're going to get me my aluminium. Could just type aluminium, it turns out it's way faster. And that should do something. Okay. I didn't actually finish off that train track. That's okay. That'll be fixed up now. And then once that's fixed up, then we can do the final bit, which is actually give it the orders that it needs. Also, I don't like those worms. I don't trust them. I can see them doing their wormy plans. Who do they think they are? Bogey B? Okay, yes and yes. I'm going to do something kind of weird there. So it's going to be full cargo or time passed. I don't want it to be 3 minutes. It doesn't need to be 3 minutes. 60 seconds. Empty cargo or inactivity for, say, 10 seconds. No, 10 seconds is probably a bit long. 5 seconds is actually fine. Let's just jump on board this train. It doesn't have a lot of silver, it doesn't have a lot of aluminium, but it's got enough of both. It should do the job. Is that, now that the acid gas is kind of built up, that's a little bit dangerous. We might even build another advanced chemical plant if I've got enough for a lot of them. And I might even get more of these catalyst carriers, 2 more of them. In fact, I had 40 of them. Let's just chuck them in there. And we're actually going to have a belt system process this. Carbon out that way. It's about this time I remember that I've got very few pipes ready to go. Hardly ideal, but we're here now. We might have to go get more pipes somehow. Okay. We're gonna need more pipes. That much is known. So what we're gonna do is the bottom one is the one we want the most. That is slightly in the wrong place. So we're gonna waste a bunch of that acid that I quite like. That's what we have to do. Then we need to get rid of the... Okay, let's go... Is there anything that just delivers pipes? Or brass? Or brass pipes? No, but there is a train here. That's currently got 0 plastic in it because we don't have the sulfur wastewater right now. That train's got to stop doing what it's doing as well, but we'll sort that out in a moment. Where do we keep brass? Over here, I believe? I think that's where we're keeping our brass pipes. Yeah, that train's gonna go a little bit nuts until it's got the acid gas it needs. No, that's not right. Further down, is it? It's further down. It is. Magical. Let's get down to brass pipes. Okay, that's going to go back to plastic pick, which is a little bit of a round trip, but hey, it's not honestly too much worse than any of my other trips. The more and more I play this game, the more I'm glad I built the initial rail. Because while it was a stupid thing to do at the time, it's one of those things that's just turned out to be more and more useful as time has gone by. Which is why I was building it in the first place. Because I was like, yeah, it's probably something I need to do one day. Okay, and pipe, 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 pipe. And okay. Now the problem is though the catalysts got nowhere to go. And we're probably going to need some better assembly machines than a level 0, so let's do that. So we're going to do it so the catalysts come up through here. Probably do an underground pipe there just to keep things moving. Everything's jammed up because there's too much acid gas. That kind of was expected to happen at some point. And we want it to come back down because that's also important. Where do we have to come down? There's really no space. Comes down the same way it goes up, kind of. Okay. I know. We're all upset about what I just did. Okay, stop, please. Okay, and green catalysts. Now this may be overdoing it. I don't honestly know, but as I like to say, it's better to overdo something than underdo something. Probably go down one more. Okay. So then we're going to go. Everything's got to have an in and an out. So pick up from here, drop to here. Pick up from here, drop to here. Good. I'm going to do that a few times. And wait. No. No. One of them's actually got to pick up from there, drop to there. So this one going out is where they're going to go into. The other ones are where they're going to come back from. I think that's right. But honestly, there's only one way to know for sure. That's to just set it on fire and see what happens. We're going to need more catalysts. Well, we had enough, but clearly not. 3 more frames should be more than enough. And then what I actually have fear of is, will this keep up? But now it's keeping up. That looks like it's going well. Everything sort of looks like it's going all right. Yeah. I mean, maybe we could even make another one, but I'm not too fussed with that. How's everything going? Sulfur is being produced. Sulfur dioxide gas is a little bit insufficient. This is straining like I kind of suspected it might. We'll do another one. In fact, we'll even upgrade this one. Okay. And goes like that. Where's that going? Oh, okay, it's coming from those. That makes sense. Probably should connect it to the oxygen as well. Okay, so sulfur is being made again, and it's in a decent enough supply as well. Almost not enough sulfur dioxide gas. Now the hope is that while this is all going, yep, sure enough, this is actually producing things. I forgot about the geodes. Always do that, don't I? But these are building up, which is good. Oh god. Okay, look. You just put them there. Pick up this enriched fuel blocks that I have. I'm not sure what I'll use them for, but I'm sure I'll find a use for them somewhere. Okay. Hey Dark Rail, how you doing? But looks like sulfur should be all right now. Sure enough, I imagine these are probably dissolving stuff. They are, just slowly. Is that because we don't have enough of these now? I mean, let's do a quick check. Yeah, sure enough, we're making too much sulfur dioxide gas. Who would have known? We'll do 2 more of these. It's not going to be super happy about the whole changing types of pipes, but that's okay. We can do that manually. It's not a big deal. Well, that's all good to just be chilling. Ain't no harm in that. Sure enough, sulfur is actually backing up quite a lot now. In fact, is oxygen keeping up? No, it is not. Well, isn't that just the way? Never really win, can I? Always something not big enough. Uh, I mean, that was always a problem with this as well, that maybe oxygen wouldn't keep up with it. So what we could do, that's still going a little bit crazy. But the acid gas is going down now, so that's good. I mean, that explains why it's backing up now. Backing up quite a lot. I'm worried about that now. And we're going to make our blue algae again, so that's exciting. So, oh, you know what I still haven't done? I still haven't fixed my oh wait, did I fix it? I must have fixed it. I did. So we do need to make more aluminium in the very near future. Because while we've got the aluminium ore, and that's fantastic, we just need more aluminium in general. So I'd love to get a train and just do more air filters, more chemical plants. Wow, that's 4 plastic. Good job, guys. You did it. Thankfully, nothing actually needs plastic right now, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. Okay, basic circuit boards, stone. I think I've got enough stone, so I just need some basic circuit boards. And then I need chemical facilities, which is more basic circuit boards. Okay, I see where we're going with this. I'm seeing the writing on the wall, guys. More of these bad boys. Because honestly, the more... I'll figure out words in a moment. Give me a second. I'm pretty good at words. The more that we have of sulfur and slurry coming through our base, the more that we're going to be able to produce, and the faster it's going to be made. So everything else will just sort of come along line with it. Oh, do we not actually do anything with the the wastewater at the moment? We're not doing anything with the wastewater at the moment. Okay, so I do need to connect that up too. That's alright. That'll come eventually. Now, one thing I was wondering, even though we're not quite in a place with blue science that I'm happy with yet, just because of the lack of aluminium. Is that what we're lacking? Yeah, it's aluminium. So even though we're not quite in a good place with aluminium yet, once we get there, we can actually start thinking about another science type. Now, not yet, as I said, but we're getting there. A day is coming sooner than you may think. So, I mean, maybe I should actually just get my productivity modules, because that's probably not a bad idea, and that's actually pretty quick to do. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I do know why. I got distracted. Not a crime to get distracted. If it was, I'd be a criminal. Constantly. Okay, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've got enough of that. We do indeed. We're going to use our upgrade thing to stop those pipes being stupid. And let's put a, what I called a flare stack to deal with some of that nasty nitrogen. You know it's nasty because it starts with an N. You know, that sounded more politically charged than it was really meant to. Okay, so those should be producing oxygen now. And then what we'll do is we'll just chuck the oxygen into there. Probably even connect it. And that should also increase just general sulfur production. Sulfur is in fact building up rather rapidly. I mean, part of that could just be because I have a surplus of acid gas. Okay, so we're not making more aluminium until we figure out what to do with this waste water. What's that blinking for? Oh, I don't really care. Okay, so now I think it is time to start worrying about what we're going to do with all this extra aluminium that we haven't made. Why are we worrying about it if we haven't made it? A good question. We want to make it, that's why. I mean, the ores are building up. The only reason they haven't actually done anything. What? Okay. That's probably not helping either. So, we've got a few problems here. One, we're not dealing with the geodes. That's an easy enough fix. Meh. And two, and here's the bigger problem. We're not dealing with the water that... the wastewater. So purple geodes, I believe. Yep. So I was curious today of whether like the elements you make out of these, like ruberite and all these, are actually real things. Because I was looking up Invar and I was like, is Invar real? Invar is real. And I was like, oh damn, maybe ruberite's real as well. No, that one's not real. That one's a fake. But Invar is used for, it's like a type of metal where it doesn't change size. So Invar meaning invariable, which I thought was pretty neat. Okay, so that's fluoric wastewater. Okay, that's an easy one to deal with. But yeah, so that's what Invar is. It's a metal that does not change size depending on heat. It does, but very minimally, if at all. I don't know. I assume it does a little bit. At this point, I'm just making up shit. I don't actually know the full story. But yeah, regardless, kinda nifty. I need that to not be there. Then how am I going to do that? Okay. I'm going to do it like this. And then that will connect the fluoric wastewater, and we actually do need to connect it. Okay. Okay, then the fluoric wastewater comes out, and that's going to be used for a type of acid. Specifically hydrofluoric acid. Now the nitric wastewater, that shouldn't be too much a problem. I just need to figure out where the nitric wastewater can go. Now that's the hydrochloric. So nitric wastewater doesn't actually go anywhere here, so it needs to go further down. Go into the rubite area. Okay. So nitric wastewater is going where exactly? It goes straight down there. Wow! Who the heck thought that was a good idea? How was I supposed to use it if I do that? Honestly. Okay. If we swing it along here, that should be pretty good. Just a mess, actually. So what I want to do is be able to connect it up and down as well. Because it's going to be important so I can tile this. Because the tiling is actually very important in this part of the factory. But for now, I worry about that another day. Because really what I just want to have is the aluminium being constructed. And it looks like we're getting a lot of ore coming into the train. Where's the silver ore? Why are we not getting silver ore? What's happened? We're not getting... because we don't have the hydrochloric acid being made. Okay. That we'll deal with that in a minute. Hydrofluoric is being made, but not hydrochloric. Wonderful. Okay, that goes up, that goes across, that goes down there. Where was I trying to bring it from? Yeah, okay. Well, look, let's just keep going in the correct direction and eventually they'll mesh up. I mean, except for when that happens. When that happens, it's not going to mesh up at all. Okay. And again, I've lost what I'm trying to connect. Comes in from there. Is that it? That's it. Okay. So I don't know if that's quite the right place, but it's certainly close enough. In fact, it was the right place. Okay, and the nitric wastewater then goes in there, which will then make nitric acid eventually. So by that logic, these should just be going now because their wastewater is being removed. And it looks like it is, except for the fact we're not dealing with the geodes. One problem at a time. Hey, Hugabooga, how you doing? How's your factory going? Okay, so we've got all this chlorine gas, which is super cool, but titanium's not really doing anything. How is this going now? Pretty good. Oxygen's still a little insufficient. How much oxygen does this even take? 27,000. How much does one of these do? 2,000. Not quite two. Let's just say 2,000. So if it's 27,000, we'd need about 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we aren't doing enough oxygen, that's for sure. And that's the only thing that's slowing down my sulfur production. But, and again, do we need it? Kind of, yeah. It is actually slowing down our production a little bit. It's probably fine. So, what do I need? That's all stopped because the geodes have blocked it off. I need hydrochloric acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid, how do I make it? Hydrogen chloride gas and purified water. That's actually, wait, that's actually not hard. I can make that. Is it hydrochloric that I'm lacking? Definitely hydrochloric. Okay, so we've got almost everything I need right there. We just need purified water, which again, we have that right there. So yeah, we got everything we need. We did it, guys. We're gonna need another flare stack and probably another overflow valve. Hydrochloric acid, please. Let's not get cute about it. We're gonna need another one of these as well to actually make the... Okay, so, hydrogen chloride gas. And that can become hydrochloric acid. Good. So, what does this need? Well, it's actually not a complicated recipe. It needs... Oh, does hydrochloric acid need? Well, it needs hydrogen and it needs chloric. It's literally in the name. And then that's going to make a scary sound. Okay, so we're going to do 2 overflow valves, I think. We need another flare stack. Okay. I thought we had another flare stack. We do. We don't need another flare stack. We do need overflow valves, though. And that one to not be there. One more overflow valve, please. Right. So then that's making hydrogen chloride. Wonderful. And then we just... Wow, that actually breaks everything if you do that. That's interesting. Then we need purified water, which is very close. And then we're making hydrochloric acid. Hey, Mighty Panda, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Okay, now remember, hydrochloric acid, you don't want to mess around with. That stuff does actually burn straight through a person. Thankfully, not in this game. Anyway, I'm just going to destroy this pipe, which would probably mean to unleash hydrochloric acid upon my unwitting face. Thankfully, it's not how video games work. Oh, you know what? We could have just... put it in there, get that there. That. I was about to put some... Okay. That should then be making silver again, except reliably. Wait, why is it not making aluminium? What's going... Oh, it's because I haven't sorted out the geodes problem. Okay. You know, I got a new plan for geodes. I'm going to bring them all the way back here. And I'm going to liquefy them from that side. Gonna need another liquefier. That's alright. Okay, and that should make my aluminium kick back into gear. I don't know why, but I kind of like the purple and cyan geodes together. They look kind of nice. I think they do anyway. Okay, and we're going to do another one. 2. So 1, 2. Great. The game saved at the exact wrong moment and I clicked the wrong place. Lol. Isn't it a liquefier? Or it was a liquefier? It is. Oh, it's cool. It's okay. It's called what it makes, not what it comes from. Okay. Okay. And pick up and drop. Great. So then we need to get our crystal slurry, which we're actually all out of sand now, so that's... Look, we had a lot of sand, now we don't. These don't make a lot of sand very quickly, but they do their best. That one's all jammed up because nothing's using titanium yet. And I use the word yet because it will soon. I'm going to need more sulfuric acid. In fact, that's crystal slurry. That's actually useful. I want that. We don't need the crystal seeding, but the slurry is good. Okay. So, connects the slurry, which is great, I suppose. But we also need the acid, which should be able to be pulled from over here somewhere. There'll be something needing sulfuric acid, I'm sure. They're not. There it is. Sulfuric acid, cause and root to all my problems. Oh, cause and solution to all my problems, rather. It's like beer. If I don't drink. I'm more just quoting The Simpsons. Which is another cause and solution to all my problems. Uh, where's my acid? Bro, where's my acid? Oh, it comes in here very slowly. Okay. Well, I've got a little mineral sludge, so that's good. And sulfuric acid is building up quite nicely. And those are building up to the point that I actually might want to limit that in a moment. So let's go... Not combiner, is it? It is. Beside a combiner, we're going to go 3 of those. Just because I don't need infinite ores right now. And then I should probably... You know what? I should just get productivity modules done. I've been derping around too long to not worry about that. Derping around is the correct phrase, I think you'll find as well. Because I had a plan for this, I just completely forgot about it. So we're going to go 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 here. So that goes like that. That goes to here. That goes to here. That goes to here. And finally that goes to there. Okay, so this looks at silver ores. And if it is, let's look, 1,000. If it is greater than 1,000, output Oh. Which is currently not doing. This one's going to be a very similar thing, except instead of aluminium ore, silver ore, it looks at aluminium ore. Yeah, that's outputting way more. Same thing. Then if O equals 2, then input 1. And then I don't really want to operate that just yet. Actually, not going to quite do that yet. Okay. Then if 1 equals 1, or 1 does not equal 1 rather, because that's should have turned it off. Yeah. So 1 does not equal 1. Yeah, I could have made that more simple and understandable, but then it should turn off. Once 1 equals 1, okay. So now what I want to do is I want to grab some gardens, and I should have done this ages ago because there's a bunch of gardens over here that quite frankly I don't need, and I just want the resources from them. So I'm going to extract the nutrients from those gardens. Because I am making other gardens elsewhere. So I don't need these, and I can always make infinite gardens later. Cool. Then we're going to go, oh, cool, thank you. You know what, we're starting a new level of robotics, apparently. I'm not quite sure what we need. I don't really need to start a nuclear power. You know what, power armor is actually what I need. I do remember that. Which means we will need to start making blue circuits at some point in the future. Boy, that's an exciting prospect that I'm not looking forward to. That's alright. Lines are still going to be a little bit slow because we still haven't finished the thing to make all the... Okay, actually, this should now be putting in enough to make it go O. Does it go O? Do you go O? Oh. Okay, O1. And then in a moment, this should just turn off. There goes up. Okay, great. So it does work. Cool. That's making a lot more silver than I'll ever need. Aluminium's coming down. Maybe I need to start thinking about what I'm going to do with aluminium. So I'm going to need powder mixers. You know what? I've already gotten distracted from what I actually wanted to do, so that's fun. I want to come down here. And seed extractors. I cannot build because I don't have any steel. I guess I'm jumping off about here. That train will be fine. I don't need those 3 seed extractors. I could just wait for them, but each one of these takes, like, no joke, 5 minutes. Oh, God. So what I want to do is I want to have these extracting their seeds near this thing. So desert seed extractors, and in fact I've got lots of those. And then zombie swamps, zombie swamp. Not even a zombie swamp, it's temperate. Am I doing the right one? I'm doing the wrong one. That was a waste. Okay, desert seed extractors. I want the correct one, please. I think I just wasted one there. I don't know. And I don't need those things. So this is just going to output to here when they're done, and that should give me enough agricultural science to make the crushy things work. Well, these things are both working now. So that's exciting. That means we should be getting more gardens. It's going to be a slow burn, that one, but it'll happen. Okay, so that's happening. Blue science looks like it's actually happening, because we are getting aluminium. What is slowing down this down? Nothing, it just takes time, apparently. So that's the main reason why these are slow right now, which is kind of interesting. Solder is doing okay. So we just need to increase the speed of those. How are we doing with lubricant? Not great still. Even though these should be going pretty quick. They're doing their best. But I mean, it's not far from the most efficient way of doing thermal water. Alright. You know, while we're here, there's 1,000 sand. There's probably some more sand nearby that I can pick up. Fuel oil is not going down. How are we doing for power while we're here? Yeah, we've got another 40 megawatts to play with. Which translates to we're doing just fine. That's how I'm going to translate it anyway. Oh, there's a pistol there. Means that's a place where I died once. Okay, I needed steel. I picked up steel. Okay, so what we need to now think about is getting a lot of aluminium. Because then blue science will really kick off, aside from the fact that we don't have enough. Okay, it'll start being better. We might need more solder, obviously, but so ore powderizer. Don't know how many of those we need, but let's see how we do with 4 at the moment. These are also smaller apparently, so that's cool. We're going to extend that out by 1. Cool. I mean, I didn't just build the wrong thing. Did I want ore mixers? I think I wanted ore mixers. I wanted powder mixers. Wow. I hate those two things. They always trick me. In fact, I already had one of these. The worst part is they look exactly the same. And someone will argue they don't look the same, but I see them looking the same. Now what we need is we need the sodium hydroxide, and we're going to need a lot of that, I imagine. How much do we need? We're going to need 120 per minute. That's a lot. How much are we making at the moment? Because I think there was something down here that was making it. 30 per minute. Do we have another way to make sodium hydroxide? Out of saline water we can make it. That's the way we're doing it now. Make it out of sodium. Don't we have sodium somewhere else? Aren't we making sodium somewhere? Sodium sulfate. What's that? That's calcium sulfate. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but it's not. Okay, so... Okay. So what I'm gonna need is... Oh god, what do I need? Saline? A desalination plant? A salination plant, rather. Which needs aluminium. Which, ironically, is exactly why I need this. Okay. Well, we might as well... Let's make... They're making salt. What are we doing with all this salt? Putting it into there. What do we think? Can we get salt eating up? Salt plus electrolyzer turns into sodium and chloride... I don't think so, buddy. Sodium sulfate? What are we with sodium sulfate? It's got sodium in the name. Sodium sulfate. It probably turns into sulfur if I had to take a guess. It turns into sodium and sulfur. I really need the sulfur right now, but the sodium's pretty good. Okay, well, let's build an electrolyzer. Unless we already have one. We don't. Could be a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but... We need to also get that... We're going to need a lot of this, actually. It just occurred to me. It just occurred to me quite how much sodium sulfate... sodium hydroxide we're going to need. Because we're going to need a lot of it. Okay, so... Wait a second. That needs another research. Crap. Then we need to figure out what to do with all that sulfur too. Nothing's ever easy, is it? I mean, I guess if I wanted an easy game, I wouldn't be playing this version of Factorio. So that's on me. You know what? Let's not do that cool roundabout trick. I think that's a bit silly. Let's just go straight to it, huh? Wonderful. Now, of course, this will not be enough sodium, but it'll have to do for now. Ideally, once we're done here, I'm going to do a split. One of them is going to go straight up into here. Probably not that one though. Probably that one going straight up into there. And this one goes dupe. Okay. Dupe. Then we power it. Yeah, then we should actually be getting something. Where's my rubite? We're not getting rid of all the nitric wastewater, huh? Why not? Why not, buddy? Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to deserve this? I'm making it all about me right now, in case you hadn't guessed. I thought we were doing something with nitric waste. Oh. Okay, well how about we just put it in a box for now? How about we do this a little bit differently again? We go... Pick up, drop. Pick up, drop. There we go. That'll probably fix the problem. Yeah, we're going back to making aluminium now. We better be. Yep, aluminium is being made again. Wonderful. But then we've got sodium hydroxide. We need to use blast furnaces. Now, blast furnaces shouldn't be a problem, except for the fact it is. Was I expecting to have a good day? Foolish! I got a blast furnace here, so we'll just go... Blast furnace... Blast furnace? Yeah. And then after that we go... Oh, we're going to need carbon as well. Gosh, every step of the way of this process. Carbon... I know I was making carbon somewhere, but now I'm just like, why don't I just make some more? Doesn't even bloody matter. Just use a boiler. Like an electronic boiler. Well, whatever happens, I do still need this charcoal, so let's bring that up. Okay. Then after that, we then need the... cute. And then another blast furnace. And these ones are going to be a little bit more confusing because they're going to go like... What if they went down? What if they went down? And also up. Then we bring them along. Yeah, I'm liking this. It's alright. And then we need more blast furnaces, of course. Because all blast furnaces require one more blast furnace, obviously. Then we make the ingots. And we're going to bring the carbon in through here, which is going to be made somewhere. Got just enough for an electronic boiler. You know what? We don't even need an electronic boiler. We can just use a regular boiler. A regular boiler, which is needing water somehow. And then a chemical plant. Carbon. Okay. Yep, that entirely worked. So we need water. Water is not actually as hard to get as you'd imagine on playing a game called SeaBlock, where you've got infinite sea. You'd imagine water would be hard to get. It's not. It's a classic misconception about SeaBlock. Everyone thinks, man, water, you just can't find it. It's like, nah, it's all over the place, man. I know, it's crazy. Okay. That's that sorted. Then, and here comes the part that I'm most excited about, we induct it. We're not going to induct it with anything in particular, we're just going to induct it. It'll be fine. And here's the part where I realize I don't have enough steel to induct any, or steel or iron to induct anything. Good news is, though, we can get some steel down here. That's going to make it not actually going to be as bad to get. Oh, actually, no, it's probably pretty bad to get it home. Find out. Not as bad. Just needs to do a loop. I didn't need to pick up 1,000 iron, but let's be honest, I'll probably find a use for it. Okay, induction. Okay, aluminium does appear like it just recently came in, so that's cool. So, because I am lazy-ish, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do a couple of castings as well. Not because we particularly need it right now, but just because it's nice to always have a couple of castings nearby. Aluminium. And we're going to try and do this a second time later. I don't know when. It's going to be an absolute pain when I do it, I'm sure, but I'm going to have to do it at some point. Now, how am I going to get it down there? If I take a guess, probably straight through the middle. Probably a good way to do it. And we're going to do a couple of castings, not because we need it, but because we can, because it's always nice to just have some aluminium on hand when you really want it. And then we should be about ready to finish off productivity modules. Oh yeah, that's going to be a problem, of course it is. We do that with a train. Okay, this is pain. But this is also the future. Future is pain, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Learn to love it. Do I mean learn to love the future or learn to love pain? Yeah. I ain't judging. Whatever works for you, buddy. But this extra aluminium will be a massive boon to the factory. In fact, it's huge. We are going to have problems with sodium hydroxide very soon, so it won't be as big for a little while. It'll get there. Really? Some more gardens over there. Might as well just keep building this way. Get it done all the way now. Okay. We've got this green algae farm or plant that I never actually quite finished, but it didn't really need to be finished because I think it's producing enough charcoal. Aside from that, okay, I need to fix that, I think. It's facing the wrong way around. Oops. Hey, robots. I'm just gonna check something on Steam. I've probably, you know what? I would have just about hit 1,000 hours playtime now. It's finally happened. I have joined the club of people who have played this game for 1,000 hours. I don't know if there's a membership card. If there is, I would like it. Does it need to show my real name or like my gamer name? Gamer name? Is that even what we call it? I don't know. That should be producing lots of aluminium now. So much aluminium, I kind of want to upgrade this. Okay, so that's lots of aluminium coming through now. Hello, why are you T-posing? Oh, you're a ghost. Okay, my wife is being a ghost. Slightly concerning. I wasn't expecting the dead to be in today, but here they are. Don't stand on the train tracks when I'm checking stuff. Okay. So with all this aluminium coming through now, you're still being a ghost? Okay. At least she's having fun, I suppose. You know what? Panda? Dark Rail hopes you get better. He's heard that being dead is terribly unpleasant. It's just what he heard. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's the living dead. Well, that's a bit different, I guess. We're all learning something today, I suppose. Okay, so for now, everything looks like it's... Ah, that's jammed up a bit because of... Okay, so we're not doing ore at the fastest speed we can. We're going a little bit slower than we could. For now, I'm pretty happy. We will, of course, need a lot more aluminium later, but for now, that should push my blue science up to an all-new high. So, sodium processing is continuing. Good, I suppose. I'd like to take this train. I will return it, maybe. And I would like to take it over to my agricultural science place, where hopefully... Oh gosh, the trains are so much smarter than I am. I just see a train coming towards another one. I'm like, well, this is where I crash and die. I have to put another pistol on the... If I die while in a train, do I have to put another pistol on the track? I don't know. I suppose so. Okay. That's not where I wanted to be, but I'm glad it's happening. But these are still doing the best they can at being a low level. What is that? Is that Isaac? It kind of looks like a Binding of Isaac thing there. I don't know about the new Binding of Isaac game. I haven't bought it. I stopped playing Binding of Isaac ages ago, and I'm just like, I don't want to go back into that. 77? No, it looks like we're producing. Yeah? I mean, it looks good. I mean, Binding of Isaac is always a solid game. But I mean, honestly, as roguelikes go, if I was going to play a roguelike, I'd rather play something that's new to me. Also, this is almost out of silicon. Yikes. I tend to watch Northern Lion playing stuff just because, you know, As much as I like Northern Lion, it's fun to watch someone who is not amazing at a game despite having thousands of hours in it. You know, it makes me feel like there's hope for me. I kid. I quite like Northern Lion. Okay, where are we going? I mean, it's the thing I find kind of funny about today's society. You're just like, I don't know if I'm going to buy a game. I'll just watch someone else play it. And I mean, it's funny to be saying that while literally doing a live stream because that's what you're doing. But I mean, I like to do it. I like to watch streams as well. You know, I'm cool. I'm one of the kids. Yeah. No, I don't tend to watch Northern Lions stream. I tend to just check it out on YouTube later. Which, you know, I think that's good when people put their streams on YouTube, so that way people can watch them later. Which, by the way, SeiferKatt, youtube.com/SeiferKatt. Okay, that will hopefully. Wait, I don't know why it got stuck there. Anyway, okay, so sodium's done, so that's great. Next, I wanted to start doing the. Gosh, what was it? It wasn't swamp farming. There was a particular type of farming that I needed done. I guess the only way to figure it out is crushing. No, it wasn't polishing. I want to crush them using that. To do that, I needed alien biofarming. Okay, cool, which I do actually have the things for. Okay, it's a bit jammed. I think it's fine now, though. Okay, so now we've got the thing that makes the sodium. Now I might as well get that done now, because otherwise I'll forget that I was ever trying to do it. I did build an electrolyzer, didn't I? I already put it down, didn't I? There it is. Sodium sulfate. And then with the sodium, with the purified water, I turn it into sodium hydroxide, which is in a chemical plant or a liquefier. It does not matter, apparently. So chemical plant it is, because they're just better. And then, so we're going to do it that way. Put it in a box, because let's be honest, it's going to be making sulfur. And I don't want to deal with the sulfur right now. I mean, I will want to deal with it later, obviously, especially if I have another disaster like before. Get rid of the box, that's fine. Okay, and my box goes there. Lovely. A lovely box. Then sodium hydroxide. Going to need purified water, which is actually relatively easy to get. But it would be easier if I did it like this. And then like this, so that way it actually lines up properly. Characters in the way, character get out of the way. I'm still carrying a bunch of sodium hydroxide, which I'm straight up not okay with. Alright, I can put it in boxes, or by boxes I mean these things. And it's not releasing anything because I haven't built a inserter to remove things. Or powered it. There we go. Oh. Whoops. That's for there, huh? Problem solved. And that'll probably make more hydrochloric acid now because it's probably... Was it jammed up because of the salt? Probably not. But hey, we're at least using more stuff. Crystal slurry, lots of crystal slurry. What's slowing it down? Is it mineralized water? It's not, actually. It's just that we've got a lot of mineral sludge. Everything's kind of full at the moment. Can't say I'm complaining. Science is slow because of these things, which is also aluminium? Really? That be sorted? Wow, okay, even with this new aluminium, I'm just still not quite making enough, huh? I guess once that fills up... You know, it doesn't need to fill up. That's probably a bit much. Oh gosh, okay. Hang on. Hold up. Let me just change a few things around real quick. Okay, let's just get the silver in a box. Aluminium in a box. Let's just cancel everything. Probably way more than I ever needed in there. Maybe 2 stacks. 2 stacks. Okay, and then we'll... That... Actually, do it this way, so that way it doesn't keep trying to get more. Okay. I can't be bothered dealing with that right now. Cool, problem solved. So it is going to require more aluminium still, but at some point it'll stop. Meanwhile, how are we going for acids? Acid gas is sort of all run out, but these are still going. I don't like the fact that it seems to be like more queued up. Like, these are queued up, but these aren't going. Okay, but that's all well and good, but we actually do want to get science done this time. Let's actually get science done. So we're not going to get this... start making modules this episode, but we will start making them next episode. Okay. Something else I want to do... Are we going... We should have a lot of sulfur in that box. 3.3k. That's probably more sulfur than we need. Are these manufacturing constantly? They are. Wow, that's... Did that just blink power? Okay. Never mind about everything we were doing. Power is now a problem. So we need cobalt and aluminium plates. Wow, good news about the aluminium plates, right? Bad news, that wasn't facing the right direction. But that's alright. So we're going to need more of these. The good news is we do actually have a lot of... What are we actually lacking? You mentioned 3s, which is cobalt and brass. Okay. Cobalt and brass is not a big deal. Well, brass is just a bit of a pain because it's a while away, but... just fight my way through that. Cobalt, we have plenty. Take some more though. Brass, we do have a lot of brass, so again, that's not a problem. Like, we're worrying about this before it's actually a crisis, but in my experience, if you wait until it is a crisis, then you get in some real nasty territory pretty quickly. Because you just sort of spiral down into nothingness. So we're just moving as soon as we've detected a problem. I think that is understandable. Brass, right? Yes. That's Invar, which to be fair, Invar is something we're going to need as well. Okay, it's a lot of things that need to be made. You know what, actually? What did I just pick up? Let's just make them. We're going to need heat exchangers as well. Boiler 3s, why is that a problem? Brass again. Brass pipes, oddly enough. Oh shit. I seem to recall having heat exchangers. I do have heat exchangers. Alright. So it's easy enough to fix power then, or at least add quite a few more megawatts to my power. And we now have everything we need to be able to start the next phase of my bullshit plans. Thermal refining? I don't need it now, but I'll take it. That's not what I was doing. I was working on power armor. If I could focus on one thing just for a second longer, I'd probably get things done. Okay. Power. Shit. Don't have enough copper for heat pipes. That's alright. Might not be a problem. What I could do is get rid of these. Turn them into heat exchangers. Okay, so currently we're at 141 megawatts. Low on aluminium, that's fine. 141 megawatts, gone up to... Not actually more. Really? Why not? Why not? Oh, because each one of these only does 2. Okay. Well, this is going to be one way to increase power, I suppose. What we're actually going to do as well, while I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to decrease power for a moment. And I'm probably gonna need more heat pipes for this plan, but that's okay. It's also on the way. Wonderful. I'm like trying to put things in a box so I can pick up the box, but then I can't do that because it's in the box. My God. Genius. Okay, so they should be pretty hot. Definitely heating up, which is good. Gonna need some water, obviously. Good news is water is everywhere, but you actually need to have stuff for it. And of course, now that I've done that, what's going to happen is going to be like, you don't have enough space. Oh, I do have heat pipes. I literally built the heat pipes thinking I didn't have heat pipes. That's funny. Man, if only I had heat pipes, he says, while placing heat pipes. Okay, how much did that they power up by? 166. I took it up by a bit. Okay, so what I could do, I could take a couple more of these away. Still not super happy about these level 1 steam engines, but that's okay. Let's move that one down. And pipe. Nice. And then we've run out of the good stuff. Now we use the cheap shit. We've run out of the cheap shit, so we use the cheaper shit. How life goes sometimes. Low temperature? Is that not heating up? Oh shit. Maybe we should actually connect it to the fuel. What do you reckon? Okay, now it's all heating up. And we got 178 power. Okay, so that's a pretty good power increase. More power is going to be required, of course, but I mean, it's doing all right for itself. Yeah. Meanwhile, fuel is still happening. I don't think fuel is decreasing to any reasonable or remarkable degree. Okay, so now blue science should be happening at a, I was going to say a good speed, but it's not, because despite aluminium doing its best, sometimes its best is good enough. But not working. Why is it not working? Couldn't have stopped. Item ingredient shortage. Oh, that one stopped working because of that. We're not getting enough crystal seeding, is that the problem? Oh, because we are actually burning through our resources faster than we're going through stuff faster than we've gone through it before. This is it's a problem because it's good. That's a weird problem to have. We're doing too well. Um, hmm. I hate it when I'm going too well. Oh look, you know what? I'll finish that. I'll fix that up, and then I'm gonna head off for the night. Because I've done my 2 hours, I believe. Have I? Yeah, I've done my 2 hours, so I'll just fix this up so I don't forget about it. Because I do need my crystal seeding. It is a funny problem to just be going through. Like the filters, I've never done that well with them. Everything's just kind of in a good space. What's the best way to do this? Like this. Then we need inserter, going sort of like that. Probably need power. And just chucking more of these charcoal filters on the belt. That should let it go all the way to the end. Or at least it will once it backs up a little bit more. Oh, come on, you can do it. Yes, one got there. Okay. Damn, so many filters are being used right now. Do I need more filters? I mean, doesn't hurt to build a couple more, right? Wait, am I holding filters? I am holding filters. Why don't I like just chuck another 100 into the mix? Yeah, that's pretty good. I kind of want this to be more full. In fact, that it actually kind of is full. Maybe I didn't want to put another 100 in the mix. Okay, so the crystal seeding is happening. Actually, one more thing before I finish for the night. It's always the classic trick, isn't it? One more turn. I've just remembered one more thing that I want to fix to actually make sure aluminium is going super strong. Because I need to get those geodes out of there. Anyway, I'm going to start wrapping up now. So, thank you everyone for watching today. It has been a blast having you around while I continue to bumble around my factory. If you've enjoyed watching today, please feel free to give a follow. I'd appreciate that. So that way you can watch when I go live next. If you have enjoyed this so much that you want to watch all the previous videos, you can do that too. You can do that at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. It's about the same way as the YouTube channel, as the Twitch channel. And of course, if you are on YouTube and you're going, damn, I would love to watch this live, you better believe you can do that too. You can do that at, well, youtube.com/SeiferKatt. Again, same sort of spelling as you see in the YouTube channel. I like to be predictable. I like to sort of just make it so you can find stuff. Um, Beyond that, I actually have no other ways to contact me. I was thinking maybe people would like it if I had like a Discord channel or something, but I don't know if anyone would actually view that. But if you'd actually be interested in that, let me know. I'd appreciate that. I usually hang around the chat a little bit, like about 5 minutes later, so, you know, people are interested, tell me, because that way I know that I can set it up, and I'm quite happy to do that if people are wanting that. And if there's too much fluoric wastewater, well then you just deal with it. I just want to do one more thing, right? That's how it always is. No, I'm not going to do it. I've got to deal with it. Oh, it's full. That's why. But yeah, that's everything I've got today. I will be next streaming on Saturday my time, so I usually stream about this time 3 nights a week. So today is my Thursday, but if you want to watch more, I will be streaming on Saturday about 8 o'clock for about 3 hours, because I like to do a 3-hour Saturday stream. And I hope to see you there. So take care, everyone. Bye!